If you operate within the MSME sector and need help with your business or to develop that idea into a business, then keep watching to see how the Jamaica Business Development Corporation can assist.
We have a whole suite of products, including hand-holding, consultation, training. We'll walk with you literally. We'll hold your hand and walk with you through the process.
Make sure you have your notepad to jot down important information to move you to the next stage. Hello there. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. There's a whole lot more in store for you, but we start things off with the news.
Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Thursday, January 27, 2022. Government is projecting economic growth of between 7 and 10% for the financial year ending March 2022. This steady economic growth is being attributed to the right mix of COVID-19 containment measures and growth-inducing activities.
That steady recovery is precisely because the government struck this right balance between preserving lives through the measures, but also preserving livelihoods by crafting and structuring and scaling the measures such that our economy could continue.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness was addressing day one of the two-day Jamaica Stock Exchange Regional Investments and the Capital Markets Conference. For the quarter ending September 2021, the economy grew by 5.8%, following growth of 14.2% in the preceding quarter. By the end of September 2021, economic value added was 6% below pre-pandemic levels. Prime Minister Holness says remittances from the Jamaican diaspora buffered the island's balance of payment and net international reserves when the tourism sector was forced to shut down at the onset of the pandemic. The industry has since bounced back, with stopover arrivals by December 2021 being at 80% of 2019 levels.
Despite the pandemic, we are experiencing a boom in hotel and resort development with 8,000 new hotel rooms in varying stages of development and planning.
The construction industry has seen 4 consecutive growth quarters with increased activity in commercial and residential development. Jamaica has also maintained its sovereign debt ratings as well as its favorable business and consumer confidence. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clarke says he's expecting a response from members of the banking industry following a meeting regarding recent increases in fees being put forward by 2 commercial banks. Dr. Clarke is urging stakeholders to consider the economic and social structure of the country as prices are set. He says there seems to be a callous disregard by the sector for the economic circumstances of a majority of Jamaicans. The bank fees take effect in January and February and include printed or emailed statements and balance inquiry in person, by telephone or email. However, it is ATM withdrawal fees, which range from $25 to $60, that have angered many consumers.
Before this round of increases, it was free. Now, I thought that the idea was to graduate customers from inside the banking hall to using the digital channels. How you expect to do that if you're going to charge people to withdraw their own money from an ATM?
Dr. Clarke was speaking on day 2 of the 17th Jamaica Stock Exchange Regional Investments and Capital Markets Conference. He insists that for persons at the low spectrum of the income scale, the deduction of fees adds up for them, and there needs to be a breaking point for this category of persons.
Jamaicans on lower incomes must be made to feel comfortable with using banking products. They must feel as if their realities are taken into account in the way a bank designs its products and the bank prices its products. And they must have confidence that they're going to be treated equitably and fairly.
Local genome sequencing has finally started with testing for variant COVID-19 strains. This follows the training of personnel in the use of Jamaica's first genome sequencing machine. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the training course went well. It was conducted with the assistance of 2 international trainers from Illumi, manufacturers of the machine.
And that is going well. I spoke to the team and they are really applying themselves to the training process today, looked at the instrument, learned a little bit about the process, and very happy to note that we are finally commissioning the use of the machine.
The minister was addressing a recent digital press conference following a tour of the UHWI microbiology lab where the genome sequencing machine is housed. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has signaled government's intent to remove COVID-19 containment measures enclosed in the Disaster Risk Management Act, the RMA. Mr. Holness says the gradual lifting of restrictions will continue in the coming months with the goal of discontinuing the DRMA. According to the Prime Minister, while necessary for public health, the measures have had a devastating impact on all other sectors, particularly the economy and education. As a result, he says the state is resolute on getting the economy back on track quickly and will not allow restrictions such as lockdowns to impede recovery.
And if it is that our vaccination rates don't rise to the level where we can be guaranteed herd immunity, then the government can only help our citizens by providing them with information, encouraging them to get vaccinated. But we cannot, and I repeat this point, we cannot keep our economy under restrictions.
The Prime Minister was speaking Tuesday at the opening of the 17th Jamaica Stock Exchange Regional Investments and the Capital Markets Conference. And finally, Professor Alvin Wint has been appointed the new chairman of the Heart NSTA Trust. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement on Tuesday as he added Professor Wint and 5 new members to the entity's board of directors. Professor Wint's appointment became effective on January 17, along with Professor Colin Giles, Dr. Merritt Henry, Gloria Henry, Professor Aldry Henry Lee, and Professor Halden Morris. The other board of directors who have been appointed since March last year are Senator Cavan Gale, Dr. Kofi Nkrumah Young, Georgia Gibson Henling, Wayne Robertson, Dr. Alicia Charles, Marlon Morgan, Brian Bennett Easy, Catherine Williams, and Clement Lawrence. Prime Minister Holness says Professor Wint and the reconstituted board is being tasked with driving efficiency, improve outcomes, and strategic changes to meet the training needs of Jamaicans. The board is also expected to ensure that policy directives are followed by management. The Professor Wint-led board will also accommodate the recently announced strategic review of the Heart NSTA Trust by the Jamaica Education Transformation Commission. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
Jamaica, I can help you protect our citizens.
Jamaica Eye will play a part in increasing your public safety.
Jamaica Eye is part of an island-wide network of camera surveillance systems designed to increase the safety of you, our citizens. If you have a camera system outside your home or office facing a public space, log on to jamaicai.gov.jm today. Jamaica Eye, we're all connected. The Ministry of National Security, creating a safer and prosperous Jamaica.
Let's now hear from the Jamaica Business Development Corporation on how they are assisting micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Do you have a new business or are you interested in starting a new business? The Jamaica Business Development Corporation strives for cost-effective and user-friendly means to make business information easily accessible to the micro, small, and medium business community in Jamaica. How can the JBDC help your business during this challenging time? Hey, I'm Daniel Pasley and welcome to Finance Matters. Today I'll be speaking to Mr. Harold Davis, Deputy CEO of the Jamaica Business Development Corporation, about the ways in which JBDC is assisting micro, small, and medium businesses. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow the Ministry of Finance on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to see all the episodes and highlights. Mr. Davis, thank you for coming on the program.
Sure. Thank you so much for having us.
Now, what is the role of the JBDC?
Well, the JBDC, established in 2001, we are the premier organization responsible for the development of micro, small, and medium-sized businesses in Jamaica. That means that we have a suite of business services, technical services that will take our MSMEs from concept to market.
Concept to market, I like that.
Yes. From concept, if you come to us with an idea, we'll help you through the ideation process and to where you structure your business and for it to make sense. If you're looking to expand into new markets, if you're looking to develop your product, if you're looking to internationalization, we help you from concept to market.
So basically, the JBDC helps in the hand-holding process.
Absolutely. We have a whole suite of products, including hand-holding, consultation, training. We'll walk with you literally. We'll hold your hand and walk with you through the process to make sure that you move from point A to point B, where point B is closer to business success.
You know, the public sector is on this mission of transformation. How is JBDC involved in this initiative as well?
Wow. You know, transformation is very important in this time, especially with all of what is going on for the last 18 months. We at JBDC have really embarked on some processes to help ourselves in the organization to transform the way in which we do business. For instance, we're seeking to go towards ISO certification.
Now, what does that mean?
International Standards Organization certification. What that means in a nutshell is that we're making sure that all our systems and processes are the right fit to be able to serve our customers better. All our processes make sense internally so that we can carry out our mandate far more efficiently and effectively than before. So that's what ISO is, and in a nutshell. And we have embarked on that journey, and we are close to ISO certification, fingers crossed. A lot of work has happened in the last 12 months to make sure that we are where we are. But apart from the ISO certification journey, which we have been on a digital transformation journey ourselves as JBDC. Because, as you would imagine, we have now to make sure that all our products and services are available digitally. Before the pandemic, we had to offer our services face-to-face, and we go to person's factory and we do consultation and so on.
Yeah.
Now all of those products have to be offered online, which is a journey which we have embarked on. So
what are some of those services?
Well, business consultation, as I mentioned before, business counseling that we do for our clients. Hand holding is when we literally walk with you through the various processes and products that you need to have established to move you from point A to point B. We do product development. We do process development. Product development, we have designers on staff.
Okay.
Yeah, designers and engineers on staff to help you to develop your product, whether it is a physical product or a virtual product. We have engineers on staff to help you develop your process to make sure that your process is efficient. And of course, you know that we have Things Jamaican as well, which is a marketing channel, which is one of the services that we offer under our marketing services suite of products as well, so that 500 plus clients can have their products in Things Jamaican, where we have brick and mortar outlets at Devon House and now in Manly and at our 14 Camp Road office, plus very importantly, online as well. We have Things Jamaican shopping online, which does very, very well, as you would imagine, in this pandemic period.
I want to just go on a little bit more about the Think Jamaica product.
Yes.
Now, for those who don't understand what that is, could you just explain for them what Think, or should I say, Things Jamaica is?
Well, Many persons may know Things Jamaican from Things Jamaican was a company limited and used to be housed at Devon House and used to be at Bumper Hall, where you used to have production processes there. Now, since 2001, JBDC has acquired the ownership of the brand Things Jamaican, and through that brand we have established many physical shops at the airports, at Devon House, and so on. And that channel provides market access to a number of our gift and craft, especially products and clients.
Yes.
So we, through the Things Jamaican channel, we retail approximately 500 plus businesses' products through that channel, you know. So it provides market access through this very powerful brand name called Things Jamaican. And like I said before, critical to the suite of products from a Things Jamaican is our e-commerce presence, because our e-commerce presence, as you know, everybody has moved online shopping.
Exactly.
Provides now a glorious opportunity for these 500 plus businesses to have a market channel that really reaches the world digitally.
Now, how do persons access this platform?
Right. Well, first of all, you have to be a client of JBDC.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then the process of onboarding you and making sure that we want to make sure that when we offer you a product and service, the product and service is right for you.
Right.
Yeah. So you onboard, and you know, we onboarding process online these days and so on, and we assess that really what you need now is market access, and your product is, of course, fits into the mantra and so on of Things Jamaican. And importantly, by the way, we make sure that the product and service that is offered through our Things Jamaican is of the highest possible international standards.
Yeah.
Because for us, it's not about a Jamaican product only per se. Yes, it's 100% Jamaican
but it must
product,
meet world-class standards.
It must be world-class standard and be able to stand up beside any product in the world internationally. So we go through a market assessment and a product assessment process for you to enter the process, to enter the Things Jamaican shop itself. And then from that point, you know, the procurement process and all of that type of thing happens to make sure that you have a presence in the store.
So, Mr. Davis, how can we find out more information about the JBDC?
Yeah, man, that part is easy. That part is easy. www.jbdc.net. We have 14 offices right across the island. With our partner agencies, we have offices in most of the main universities through our Small Business Development Center network right across the island into 14 parishes of Jamaica. But the easiest touch point is to come to our website, www.jbdc.net, and you'll have all the information in terms of the numbers that you can call for your respective parish or what to your respective area of business interest and so on. So that is easy.
Thank you, Mr. Davis, for coming on the program and sharing the services of the Jamaica Business Development Corporation.
It has been my pleasure. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us on Finance Matters. Remember to follow us on social media at MOF Jamaica and tune in next week as we continue to demystify the economic and fiscal policies and initiatives implemented by the government to empower Jamaicans as we chart a path to Jamaica's economic prosperity.
What a way you're full of our roots and culture. That was in Jamaica 60. Jamaica 60? What a piece of news, Miss Matty. I feel like my heart going bust up.
Just in, the island of Jamaica is on the verge of celebrating its 60th year of independence.
I only we have to celebrate it. They say the people them come here, you know. But you see, when our people decide, say the other people them free paper, burn up. Them say if it's war, start it, whatever. We are collect medal, panta fight, you know. Amount of tongue we did them, you know.
The celebrations are slated to begin on January 1st, 2022. Organized by the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport. We have more in this report.
I am on site and planning activities are ablaze. Persons are advised to download the Reggae Jamaica app to know what it activities for the Jamaica 60 celebration.
Yeah. I don't know the app to get the updates then.
Up next, the story of an autistic child from those dedicated to her care.
Slide. Slide. 1, 2, 3, go! Woo! Good job. Let's go into the play out. All right.
When she was about 6 months, I realized that she wasn't sitting up. She wasn't creeping. She wasn't making any attempts like that. As a newborn baby coming up, she didn't cry. She hardly cried and she didn't interact with me, really. She would make eye contact now and then. One of the signs of autism is that the children do not make eye contact. They tend to have sensitivity of their hand middles, their foot bottoms, and their mouths, oral sensitivity. Some of them take a long time to get used to changes, to different situations, to different persons.
Adriana would be on the moderate to severe level of the spectrum, and she also has something called global developmental delays, meaning several areas of her development are affected.
I listen to the... Very good. Good job. We're going to go to your favorite place ever, to the play field. Time to pack up, Adriana. Time to pack up.
For the child with autism, it's very difficult to move from one activity to another. Adriana has problems with those.
Well, I have to find ways to distract her, like I'll sing with her. I'll say a favorite poem or something that will distract her. I give her a toy that will distract her from what she's doing and get her interested in something else. Come, wait for your shoes. We have to put on your shoes to go to the play field. Come here. Come this way. Come, we're going to the swing. Going to the swing.
She likes to be actually free in her environment, and so any opportunity given, she'll be running away. And as such, the shadow is very, very important in her life in order to help her to know danger and to keep her on focus.
I've been a shadow for Adriana since September 2013. I help her with her academics, self-help skills, social skills. For instance, carrying her to the playground. In all areas, I watch her for the whole day that she's at school.
She won 2 of her events in sports that just gone, and she got 2 gold medals for that. She did a flat race, 25 meter. She won that race, and we had obstacle race, and she won that race also.
Sometimes it's a happy journey, sometimes it feels easy, sometimes it feels overwhelming, like you just can't go another day, you know. But at the end of the day, as long as there's love for her, then you can find the strength. Adriana has a little sister who is like her big little sister. When Adriana should have been the one maybe helping to put baby to sleep, baby is the one helping to put Adriana to sleep. She will follow whatever Elisa does. She will listen. Her big brother, DeMarco, he's 14, going 15, and he has been, from Adriana was a baby, he wanted to change diapers. He wanted to take care of his sister, and he still does. Her daddy he's a good support too. Her dad picks her up every morning, takes her home every evening.
I wouldn't miss it for the world. I would do it every day, every day. If that child is a part of you, whichever way life turns, whichever way things turn, be there for your child. Were it not for you, that child wouldn't be here. And if every father would do the same, just be there for your child. That's the basic law of humanity. Be there for your child.
Welcome to the FSC Minute. I am Theodore Henry. In today's Minute, we'll discuss the responsibility of consumers and financial institutions in complying with Jamaica's anti-money laundering law for insurance, securities, and private pension firms. Anti-money laundering, more commonly referred to as AML, is a system of controls put in place to prevent, detect, and report money laundering activities. These are activities to hide the source of funds that have been generated by criminal activities to make it appear as legitimate funds. The onus is on the institutions themselves to detect and prevent illicit transactions, and this process includes, for example, verifying each customer's identity, monitoring his or her transactions, and reporting suspicious activity, such as sudden substantial increases in funds or withdrawals. Customers may see the steps as bothersome and inconvenient. It is, however, all part of a suite of rules termed Know Your Customer. Here, knowing one's customer means not only knowing the identity of the customer, but also understanding his or her typical transactions and behavior. To learn more about the AML law, that is the Proceeds of Crime Act, POCA, and regulations, visit the FSC's website at www.fscjamaica.org. I'm Theodore Henry, and this was your FSC Minute.
I've made my tree legacy from the primary level all the way to university. You can get involved too. Plant a tree today and keep climate change away.
Register your alma mater for the Forestry Department's My Tree Legacy promotion and be a part of the preservation of Jamaica land we love. Let us highlight your contribution. Submit videos or pictures of you leaving your mark. Every tree counts. Plant a tree today and keep climate change away.
This is where our journey ends, but only for today. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll bring you another informative program. In the meantime, stay connected via our website, jis.gov.jm. And while you're online, send your feedback to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or via tweet at JIS News. You may also find us on all the major social media platforms and through our mobile app that's Android and iOS compatible. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.